Hey, this is Susan Velez from SusanVelez.com, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make the techie side of blogging easy. So if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do, because what I like to do is every Wednesday I create some type of tutorial, some type of advice, something that's going to empower you to start your own WordPress blog. So again, this is going to be another BlogVault tutorial because we need to get all these tutorials created before we actually expire our free account. The last 2 weeks I've created a BlogVault video tutorial to kind of walk you through the process of how to use BlogVault, how to get familiar with it, as well as some of the features inside of the actual BlogVault dashboard. So last Wednesday what we did was we actually created a tutorial on how to do the test restore and test stuff out before you actually proceed with the actual restore. So today what I wanted to do was actually take you through and do an actual restore. So in order to do that, what I wanted to do was on my demo site, this is the demo site that we have inside of the dashboard right here on BlogVault. This site, my live site, is on BlogVault, but it's on a different account. It's on its own paid account, so I couldn't do it without having to pay extra money to add a demo site to do these type of tutorials. So I thought I would just go ahead and sign up with a free account and walk you through the process of how to do this. Now, for the next week I have to play around with these features, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be publishing extra videos this month or if I'm going to continue doing them every Wednesday. Only time will tell, but regardless, all the videos will be on YouTube on my channel. So be sure and subscribe, and let's get started. So what I wanted to do today is we are actually going to do an actual restore. Now, in order to do that, we need to make sure and pretend something is completely wrong with this site, and you need to do some type of restore because something happened. So the easiest thing I thought that we could do, and placed with stuff because I've actually never tested this out before, is we're actually going to drop this database. So we're going to come over here, and I've got all this blurred out, but we are inside of that database for my demo site. And what we are going to do is we are just going to drop it. We're going to drop all these tables. I'm going to say yes, and then no tables found in this database, which is the database for this site. So now when we come over here and we click on it, the site should disappear. So there you go. So now, as you can see, it's back to just an original WordPress site with nothing on it. But what would be, it's not devastating right now because this is a demo site. However, if something like this happened, which chances are you wouldn't actually lose your database, but if something happened to your site, you need to know how to restore it back to its original status. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you how to do that. That way we don't have to worry about this and our original site can come back. So what we're going to do is we are going to do an auto restore. So we're going to go ahead and click here, and then you're going to see that it's going to ask you for some SFTP or some FTP or SFTP details. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that information, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So I am inside of my SiteGround, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause this right now so that way I don't show this information to you guys. But you would go inside of your hosting account. If you're with SiteGround, then you would come to My Accounts, and then you would come over here to where it says Information and Settings. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm actually going to just pause this, and then I'm going to come in here and we're going to go ahead and proceed with it without having to worry about showing you any information. So we're going to pause this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see all my WordPress files. I actually have them blurred out just for privacy, but you want to make sure that if you do have more than one WordPress account on your server, you want to make sure that you're inside of the right folder. So once you've actually done that, then what you want to do is you want to click on Continue. So you can see that I am inside of my lovemyvacuum.com. So what we want to do is we want to click on Continue, And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are inside of the correct one. So you can see right here it says selected folder, public HTML, lovemyvacuum.com, which that's the one that we want to be sure that we are inside of, because you definitely don't want to override your backup on a different site. So definitely make sure that this says that you are in the right folder. Now, once you've done that and checked it and rechecked it, made sure that you're inside the right folder, then you want to do is you want to pick your correct backup. So we're going to go ahead and do that one. And then once all this information is correct, as you can't see it right now because I've got it all blurred out, but once you make sure that everything is correct, then what you want to do is you want to just click on continue. And then it's going to proceed and start backing up the actual site into my lovemyvacuum.com. And then you can see right here it tells you the source is http lovemyvacuum.com. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to let it play. I'm going to do this live real time, so that way you can see the whole process from start to finish. The only portion that you missed was actually me inputting my FTP information. That's because that information has to stay private. But you would do this the same way, so don't worry about that. If you have any questions in the comments below, I'm sure you can reach out and ask them below, and I'll help you out as best as you can. If not, you can contact BlogVault and ask them to walk you through the process of how to back stuff up. But it's very, very easy, and the site should be up here shortly. So as you can see, auto restore completed successfully, and then it says return to site details page. So we're going to return to that, and then we're just going to come back over here and we're going to delete that right there, and we're just going to refresh it. And as you can see, the site is back online after we had deleted the database. Now let's log back into the actual database, and then I'm going to refresh this, and all my tables should be back. So when I refresh this and click on this database, you can see all 12 tables that I deleted earlier are back. So definitely a great thing to use. As you can see, if anything ever happens to my live site, then I've got it set up to where I don't have to worry about anything, because I can just go back and restore to the previous version and not have to worry about which backup or when was the last time I backed it up. Because if you remember, this is automatically set to back up every few hours, but I do my own manual backups every time I make any type of changes to my blog. I come in here and I manually make my own backups right here where it says force sync, and you click on that and it will automatically back up your site. So anyway, thought I'd show you how easy it is to restore a site using BlogVault. Like I said, that is the reason that I switched from Updraft Plus, because I just found the process of restoring a site using BlogVault so much easier. But like I said, Updraft Plus is a good plugin, and if you'd rather go the free route, do the Updraft Plus. But whatever you do yourself a favor and make sure that you have a backup. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to stop by my blog at susanvelez.com. Sign up for my free 7-day WordPress course, and I will talk to you later. Have a great one.